Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And yes, guys, I just bought some more XRP. The main reason for that is that the price is just looking very, very juicy, and it follows along with my strategy. Now, it might be so that we go down even lower in price right now, so don't take this as buying advice or something like that. I'm just saying I bought some more because the price is looking good for me. And if it go down a lot more, I'll just buy more to, further solidify my position. I don't really mind doing that. But guys, my question of today is, would you still be buying XRP at $1? Or even a different question is, when was the last time that you bought some new crypto? This doesn't have to be day specific, maybe just a month or something like that, because I've been talking to a couple of people recently who have not bought any new crypto for the last 3 years, which I found really interesting because that means that they most likely bought at a higher point and they've never decided to DCA, which is something that's really against my strategy because I'm always trying to cost average my way down. But all right, that was my question. Let's get into the first article of today. 88,000 Bitcoin options are set to expire this Friday. What does it mean for Bitcoin and what does it mean for the crypto market? The Bitcoin option market is bullish ahead of the new expiration this Friday. The expiration of the derivatives may have a limited impact on spot prices. So I've told you guys this for I don't know how many times before, but basically whenever these options expire, nothing happens to the price. The idea that something may happen is quite cool. But in real terms, nothing really does happen, so it's really nothing you should be worried about or anything like that. And yes, guys, that's just the general situation of how things roll around. People are always excited about this happening, and yet nothing really occurs afterwards or before it. So don't you worry any single second about it. Even if the prices dip like now and things do happen to the price, it's still not about this options thing. Otherwise, it would have happened any of the times before. In my opinion, though, it doesn't really work like that, so don't you frighten or fright. Don't be frightened, whatever. Rise of DeFi wars. Uniswap's Uni token airdrop starts a crypto rivalry. Uniswap's response to SushiSwap's vampire mining attack is one of the most important moves in the DeFi space. And oh my days, has this been a batch of just strangeness. I don't even know what to say in direct terms. It's just been completely crazy. People have been going completely crazy over all this DeFi stuff. So let's read. Uniswap's new Uni token has created a buzz in the DeFi world, with over 13,000 users claiming their tokens within the first 3 hours of its launch. This move was in response to SushiSwap's decision to migrate almost $1 billion of funds from Uniswap through a vampire mining attack, which is the migration of an exchange's funds/liquidity to another source. The move by SushiSwap essentially sparked one of the more important rivalries in decentralized finance, led by Sam Bankman-Fried, CEO of crypto derivatives exchange FTX. Sam briefly took over SushiSwap from its mastermind, Chef Nomi, and went on to return control of the project to the community and its co-founder, known as Chef Maki. Cointelegraph discussed Uniswap's response to launching its UNI token, with Bankman-Fried commenting, "It had a great launch and Uniswap is one of the foundational projects in DeFi. I think the valuation is reasonable compared to other DeFi projects, though higher than I would have guessed compared to CeFi exchange tokens, and there's also a lot more supply left to come." What I think about this, guys, is just this situation right now is really just the start of something way bigger. I'm seeing this as the start of some very, very, very heavy rivalry. And with that, I think at first we'll see some crazy price surges because people are getting excited for all the new things that are coming. And all the rivalry is, of course, positive for us as they have to innovate better, right? And have to make more things and things like that. In the end, though, it's most likely just going to be hype things or changes that are based upon hype, not necessarily like essential or just necessary or good changes. They're most likely just going to be for the hype, and things that are done are most likely just like trivial small tasks. I don't think any groundbreaking new things will happen, yet a lot of money will be pumped into it, a lot of tokens will appreciate crazy in value, and a lot more people will lose their money. But again, that's just a small part of the pie. I just think it's important to read up on this DeFi stuff, as it's what's keeping a lot of people busy right now. All right, I just saw this. Ripple CEO moved 500 million XRP. And where did he move it? Well, he moved it here. And with here, of course, I don't mean my wallet. I wish I would have. Ripple CEO and angel investor Chris Larsen acknowledged moving 500 million XRP today, after Whale Alert tracking account published a tweet stating that Larsen had moved XRP worth $115 million at press time to an unknown wallet with the following tweet. You can see it right here. Larsen immediately stated in a tweet of his own that he had moved the XRP in question to the Manhattan-based company called New York Digital Investment Group, which provides various crypto services including asset management to sophisticated investors. He was all praised for NYDIG and chose to invest with the firm because he had known the founders of the investment firm, and said in the tweet addressing the XP transfer, "As some of you may have noticed, I moved an XRP wallet to NYDIG. I've known the founders for a while and am impressed by their security and top-notch institutional standards. This is truly custody 2.0. So this NYDIG, which was granted the crypto license, BIT license in 2018, had also grabbed headlines for becoming one of the largest institutional investors in Bitcoin earlier. Well, what I'm wondering about here, because we get a part of the story, what I'm wondering here is he moving this XRP? There's three basic options that he could have gone for. One, it's he wants them to he wants to use it as a custody service. So he just wants them to hold it because they're quite responsible in that sense. Two is he's basically investing it in that firm. So he is investing it himself in NYDIG. Three is he is letting NYDIG invest this money for him, which basically is the same as he is selling his XRP to invest in other things, or maybe he is, with the second option, he's given it to them and he invested it into them for them to spend XRP or something like that. I don't really know. But earlier over on Twitter, I shared with the people the way that XRP is distributed. And if you actually start to think about that, it's actually not that crazy that they're spending some of these huge amounts. Like the founders, which are, I'm assuming, three guys, they all had about 7 billion XRP, right? Theoretically speaking, if there's only three founders, and I don't know if they all got an equal share, that means that Chris Larsen had 7 billion XRP at least, because, Ripple Labs got 7, and Ripple Escrow is so much in there that in the end he could have gotten a crazy salary, some crazy dividends and things like that, where he possibly could have gotten more in the end, maybe bought some more, who knows. He just got 7 billion at least. So if he's selling a half of a billion, it's just 1/14 of it all, theoretically speaking, still, So it might be a huge amount, but then again, it's also like not, if you think about it. It's not like, oh, he's just gone everything. No, it's huge, but then again, it's also not that huge. So I'm also wondering again how we should be seeing all of that, as again, it might be a little bit less of a big deal as it looks. And also, I'm thinking he's just doing this as a custody thing, where he's just moving the money around for them to protect it and to see over it. Chainlink collapses 60% in just over a month. Chainlink dashes the hopes of Link Marines after a brutal 60% rout. Yeah. What do I have to say about that? Nothing. They just went down like crazy. Yeah. That's the situation, guys. That's the situation. Chainlink is not doing too good right now, and I don't necessarily know why, but I also didn't really understand the big surge in price, but that makes me wonder if Polkadot's going to see the same fate soon. Really wondering. After losing 7%, Ripple struggles to maintain previous support from September. XRP price analysis. XRP dropped by 4.5% over the past week as it trades at 0.232 today. Well, fun fact, right now it's trading at 0.228, significant amount lower, and thus we can already kind of neglect this article. However, right now he stated here that the key support is at 228, so I'm wondering how XRP is really coming along right there. Key supports mentioned in this article are 0.228, 0.22, and 0.215. Key resistances are 0.235, 0.244. He said $244, but of course that's not truth, and 0.257. So let's keep a lookout on those ones. By the way, these types of analysis I really do support, as this is just plain Jane seeing what it is, right? There's no strings attached to it. There's no crazy conclusions being built. It's just some basic analysis, and you can really just, I guess, read up on how the coin is doing without having to open up trading for yourself, but still having only the basics and the essentials. Then I just saw this over on Twitter by XRP Crypto Quebec. Stablecoin use defined in the FinTech IMF document using JP Morgan's coin, cross-border payments, and liquidity. Now, even though I want to actually spend another good chunk of time to go over all these points, I guess separately in some sort of way, I think it's due to give you guys a little bit of my thoughts about the whole stablecoin situation. What I think about the stablecoin situation is the regulations for those are going to be very, very, very heavy, and stablecoins, they're very difficult to be used on a global scale by one sort of stablecoin. So listen to me right here. Whenever we're talking about stablecoins used by companies or by bigger institutions, most of the time we're talking about a stablecoin that's either a CBDC, or we're talking about a certain coin from a company for a company. Like JPM coin will most likely not be used by the central bank, because they would have just used their own central bank digital currency. And JPM coin will most likely not be used by Bank of America, because Bank of America would then again just make their own coin. Also, the regulations should be a lot heavier, because if it's a stable coin, they can't just appreciate or things like that, and who's going to regulate for that? Also, maybe at one point in the future, the US, if they got their CBDC out, they don't really want to allow some of their stablecoins because they possibly can't be regulated properly or things like that as well, which is all the more risk. We also got Libra in the play, guys, so don't forget about that one either. And then also by Crypto Quebec, crash is imminent. 1928-2020, elites repeating history, transferring risk from Wall Street to Main Street, strap yourselves in. It's just basically another piece of the puzzle that's being put forward, explaining what's going to be happening right now. Again, is it really the truth? Who knows? It's just there are some similarities, and yeah, I mean, I'm prepared for another big crash. I do think it will happen eventually here within a pretty short time frame, and thus I am prepared. But if the theory here follows, I don't really know. It's cool to cover it though, as there are some similarities, and people do worry about this type of stuff. So yes, be prepared for all of this. Will it follow it exactly? I don't know about that though. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody. Have a nice day. Enjoy your week.